Okay, hi, I'm Matt from the National Heart and Lung Institute, and today I'm going to talk to you about how adrenaline affects the body when we're frightened. So when we're frightened, our body releases a hormone called adrenaline, and adrenaline is there to prepare our body for the fight or flight response. Now, who here has heard of the fight or flight response? Yeah, everyone. Okay, so when we're scared, or even when we're excited, our bodies release adrenaline, and that hormone primes us for that response. So it allows us to either to fight, whatever is scaring us, allows us to flight and to run away. Now, one of the ways adrenaline does that is by increasing our cardiac output, the amount of blood our heart pumps. And one way we can test that very easily today is by how quickly our heart is beating. The quicker it beats, the more blood is pumped out. So what I want you to do is I want you to all try and find your radial pulse. And your radial pulse is on the thumb side of your arm, on the top there. So everyone found a radial pulse? Okay. So when I say go, I want you to start counting your pulse. So 3, 2, 1, go. And stop counting now. So how many beats did everyone count? Let's start on this one. 17? 19? 17? 17? 18? 17? 17? It's not a setup, I promise. Okay. So it makes the maths a lot easier. So I got you all to count that for 15 seconds. So we times by 4 to get beats per minute, which is what we usually use to measure heart rate. So 17 times by 4 is 71. 68, we can cut that. And this one is going to be 76. 68. 68. 72, I'm not Carol Vorderman. 68, 68, 76, and 68. Okay, so a normal resting heart rate is between 60 to 80 or 90 beats per minute. But when you're scared, that goes up. So when you pop a balloon, your body's going to release adrenaline. Now, can we all count again your pulse? So start now. And stop counting. So how many did you all get that time? 19. 19. 21. 18. 19. 19. 18. 19. Yours stayed the same? And 20. So you can see that the heart rate went up. And the heart rate went up because the body released adrenaline. That adrenaline acted on the heart to speed it up, to prepare you to fight or flight that balloon popping. Now, if the body responds too much to adrenaline, that can be really, really dangerous. Now, and in those people who respond too much to adrenaline, we can help treat them. And we can either use a drug called beta blockers, or we can give them a device. And this device is called an ICD, an implantable cardioverter defibrillator. Now, everyone on casualty has seen the paddles. They say clear, or they say charging, clear, and then they shock. And that's when the heart goes into something called VF and the heart is stopped. Now, in people who respond too much to adrenaline, that can happen spontaneously. You can be walking down the street and your heart suddenly goes into VF and stops. So in these people, we give them an ICD. And that sits just there in the chest, and every time their heart goes into VF, it shocks them back to life. And every time it does that, it saves their life. So, in summary, adrenaline is really important to save your life when there's a lion, or a tiger, or a balloon. But if it happens too much, you may need one of these, and to save your life. Thank you for listening, and do you have any questions?